Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Layman's Logistics. Today we are taking on floor 12 of Luck Be a Landlord. We're going to go over the stats real quick here. We're going to have 25 more on 7, 8, 10, and 11. We're going to receive one less removal, one less reroll. We're starting the game with 3 X's now, and an X will be added every 25 spends before rent payment 12. On top of that, our landlord has 12 more HP than normal, or 250 more HP than normal. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Hoping for a straight run here, and we'll see what we get. So we got 5 on our first turn. We'll go ahead and get a light bulb. That will boost our pearl, and we'll get off the board pretty quickly so we can actually do what we need to do. We'll add a candy, hoping to see a toddler pretty quick here. We'll go ahead and add a dwarf. He can drink quite a few things, and we can actually make him into a miner if we get lucky. We'll add a mouse because cheese and mice are actually quite a decent combo early on, since both are fairly low rarity. We're at 6, we need 50 and 5 spins. We'll add a bar of soap, and we'll add the 2 symbol item. Honestly, this is not a bad place to be for us. We'll add a cultist. I still would like to get a cultist run. I don't think we're going to, but we might. The toddler's going to go off on the bubble right away. We'll add the cheese. Cheese goes with the mouse right away. Bubbles are going off too. Man, we're getting some decent money for early game. I think we can afford to skip these 3. I'm going to try and take it a little bit slower on the decisions because last game I completely messed up and I skipped the item that we actually needed. So I'm going to try and pay more attention to that and not get so caught up in what I'm working on. We'll do a light bulb. Light bulbs are good to buff items slowly. Toddler ate all of those bubbles, so that was really good. We're 61 ahead of where we needed to be. We'll add a time capsule because that is just going to give the toddler more to eat, and we will go ahead and add the double toddler points as well. Immediately getting a rare item gives 3 adjacent... Okay, adjacent toddlers give 3 times more. We're taking that. We right now have a pretty decent toddler build. I'm going to be honest, I don't know how feasible it is to play with toddlers long term, because I don't know if they can ramp up at all. I don't think I've seen many things that will really buff them. The comedian mask will buff any of these items. It's the dog, the banana, the monkey, so we could go with monkey and banana. I don't really want to do that because we just recently did that. We'll add a Matroska doll. Trying to get something that will synergize well, but I think we've got a run on our hands here. We will go ahead and add the candy, because then that won't disappear on us. Yes, the bubbles get off the board, but we're not guaranteed to get the toddler to eat it. At least with this, the toddler will most likely eat it. We can add wine for our dwarf. We can go ahead and do a coin on a string. Coin on a string is very good, especially if we can get a Midas of some kind. We'll go ahead and skip here. One thing that I'm going to try and get better on is I use my rerolls way too often on low-level items. And then, like, if we're searching for a low-level item, it makes sense. But, like, here, honestly, 2 toddlers is worth it, because if they share an item, we get twice the money from it. It just makes sense. We can add another banana, or I think we want the removal capsule. Having removal capsules early on is so valuable, especially when we're this far ahead. We can add a present. Present will get eaten by the toddler as well. Comedy mask is going off pretty hard on these things. We'll go ahead and add another toddler, I think. I know it's kind of crazy, but if these get doubled each time, it's not bad. And the toddler's going to give us 14 for that. We'll get 150 paid. We have 108 and we owe 225. Here, we are going to have destroy itself after 3 spins. All symbols are considered adjacent. This is a good one for us right now. Destroy itself after 7 swaps. You may swap the position of 2 symbols once per spin. Symbols swapped this way give 2 times more. Don't think we need this. I think the bowling ball will actually be better for us. Gonna reroll here. Didn't get what I was looking for. I was hoping to get something for the toddlers to go at. Give 6 whenever you spend a removal token. That's good, actually. That's really good. I think we take that. Go ahead and roll. Everything will be considered adjacent, so toddlers are about to get pretty well buffed here. 52 on that spin alone. Present being added will mean that all the toddlers will go off and they'll get tripled. So we're about to get a decent amount of money from these toddlers. 42 each for 160 total. Do toddlers do anything? Okay, they only do something with the 3 symbols that they get. So we don't need a goldfish. We don't really need a ruby. Well, the ruby would be really nice. The ruby's worth 3. We gotta go for the ruby. It's hard not to, and it will get buffed by the light, so it's worth it. Go ahead and... Geologist early on is actually really crazy. We can just feed this guy permanently. We don't have to, like, make him the crux of our run, but it is worth our time. We'll add another cultist. That way both of our cultists give us 1 each. That'll be good. We can skip here because we've already got plenty of symbols on the board. We've got a nice little engine going already. For 5 minutes into the run, I am shocked by how many rares we're getting. Like, I think the game just wants us to beat this level very quickly. We'll add a dame because she can buff all of these guys before the geologist eats it. We're already almost to our next payment. 261 out of 300. We will skip because I want to reroll for if we get another rare. Removes all rabbit fluff. Before each spin gives 12 whenever rabbit fluff are added. That's just free symbols we can add whenever we want. Hopefully we can get some more for the toddlers to eat here. We can skip this. There's nothing that we want, and we already have our payment. We have 6 more turns to make as much money as we can. So we can be selective. That is the nice thing. We have that option to be as selective as we want because we're doing really well on funds right now. So we can take the void creature because it's not going to junk up our board. We just got rid of 3 duds, so we've got some room on the board as well for that. We can take an item capsule. Hopefully we'll get something that is good. Tax evasion is not good for us. It really is not. We do not need a miner. We can take a candy for our toddlers to eat. If they would ever line up. They haven't yet. We'll take a cultist. We've got kind of 3 engines going here, and whatever one starts to take off, we'll remove the others. That's kind of my plan. 211 ahead. We need 375 in 8 spins. We're taking the ritual candle because I think we might actually be able to do it. We're going to go ahead and take the time machine. We will re-roll the rare. Rare is a cow. That's not really what I want. I don't want the cow right now. I think we take the safe. That's the safest bet. And yes, I get the pun. We're going to do Ricky Banana because we do have some bananas that are getting buffed by comedy. That will make these worth 9 each, I think, if it comes up. We can skip these. We don't need them. I think what's up to get removed is these 3 symbols here. We'll add cheese because the mouse can eat the cheese, hopefully quickly. I need that to be removed. I thought about it after. I'll add another cheese because the mouse eating the cheese is actually worth quite a bit of money. It's worth 21 by itself, so it's not a bad choice. We'll take the oyster. Oyster will start feeding the geologist. Geologist gets his first bite there. We'll take the buffing capsule. I should have taken the banana there, but I was working too quickly again. This is why we don't work that fast. We actually take our time to decide on the candy. Candy is a good option, and geologist is going off as well. We'll add an ore. That way the geologist can eat the ore, and hopefully whatever's inside. See, it's just doing what I'm saying. It's going off for me. 239, we need 450 in 8 spins. We can go ahead and... Oh, that's such a good rare. We don't need it, though. We can go ahead and go with the emerald because we have a dame on the board. We'll take the conveyor belt because that means that this oyster is going to work overtime. All right, and we're back into it. Sorry, my dog started barking, so I had to stop the recording and then go deal with that. Now we're back to what we're working on here. We can go ahead and skip that symbol there. Keep going. Comedian's going to go off for the toddlers right away. Not loving how the toddlers are doing right now. We're not really getting anything to go with them. So we might have to remove those. I don't think that engine's going to boot up. Another dame is good, but another oyster is better. Because the more symbols we can feed this guy here, just the better our run's going to be. I don't like that we're doing another oyster run because we just did an oyster run yesterday. So if there's any chance of making the other run work, I will go for cultists, or I will go for toddlers, or I will go for the comedian. That's just kind of our safety backup. That way we don't have to try 10 runs to beat this, because right now we have a winning hand, I think. We can make this work. We'll add a beer, because then the dwarf can drink the beer, immediately drinks it. Geologist is going off for us. That's good. That is the one downside to this base game is there's a sense of there's a lot of symbols to play with, but there's not an infinite number of symbols, so you do see the same thing over and over and over again if you play a lot. I would love to play with some mods in the future. There are some really good mods for this game that add some crazy symbols, so I'm hoping that we can play with those too in the future. Gives 1 coin whenever a symbol is destroyed. Gives 3 coins whenever you gain a multiple of 3. We're going to take that one. Keep rolling. Protractor in the corner is great. That means that we're going to have a lot of things get buffed. And we get 70 coins for that spent. We're going to add another oyster, I think. I'm not trying to just do an oyster run, but at the same time, we're kind of being given a geologist run here. I don't know what else to do. Okay, we have not seen a single candy in quite a while. I think we've graduated from the toddlers. So I'm making the executive decision to remove them, and I'm going to remove the flower as well. Our board is getting too cluttered. We need to get it cleaned up. We need to have a reliable setup here. Highlander is very good. It's 6 coins. Is it worth it, though? Is 6 coins reliably worth it? I think it is. As long as it's not it pushed our geologist off the board, that's not good. We want both on the board. So if it keeps doing that, that might have to go eventually. Or one of these, we get a key for something. We'll take a cultist. Like I said, if we can make the cultist work, I will 100% go for cultist. I do not like repeating builds over and over and over again. We don't take another oyster. We're going to overfill it with oysters. The dame is going off. I'm kind of enjoying the fact that we have something else, not just the geologist going off. Oh, are you kidding me? No. 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 We were 2 away. How are we 2 away? How? What happened? Oh, that's heartbreaking. That's absolutely heartbreaking. On the first spin here, we're going to go ahead and shoot for 5 coins, like always. We're going to go ahead and go with a goldfish. Those are always a good sign early on. We'll go for a coin. We have not done a proper coin run. If we can get a Midas out here, I'm fine with coins. Let's go coins. We haven't done it before. I haven't seen it happen, honestly. I don't think I've ever seen a proper coin run done. So let's see if we can do it. It might end up being a failure, but if it's a failure, it will be one that we've hard-earned. We will take a pink pepper. I don't like either of those items that it gave us. Like, they can be good, but not for what we want right now. I think coins are common, so we don't want that, but we could get a Midas if we get a rarer symbol. We can go ahead and take a lockbox, go ahead and spin. We will take a milk, because we have a cat to get rid of it, hopefully. Assuming the milk goes off. We'll take the bubble. Bubble will get us just some short-term income. We are 7 ahead, and we need 100. It has a 30% chance to take 6 coins. This is not worth our time. We will take a ninja. We will take shedding season, I guess. The cat one is really good, but again, I'm trying to steer clear of duplicate runs. Cultists could be fun, but unless we have a lot of them, and I feel like we're too far in already. I feel like you gotta get a cultist like turn 1 to make it count. We're gonna skip. I'm using one of my early on skips, and especially since we get money for skips now, that's good. We can take the bubble, go ahead and roll for it. 15. We'll take a shiny pebble. Hopefully we can get some higher value symbols on the board. We'll take a coin. Coins are great. Coins are always welcome in this run. We'll take bubble. Okay, we got 16. We're 5 ahead. Man, we are barely skirting by here. We need to get some symbols on the board. We're going to re-roll. We will take a bar of soap. That's permanent adding. Triple coins. Triple coins is always good. That makes each of these worth 3, and we now have a run on our hands. Each one of these coins is going to be worth 3, so we're going to get a decent amount of coins every time we spin. We just need something to make them worth more, and then we need the item that makes them be removed, hopefully. I think we skip. There's nothing worthwhile there. Trying to be very selective on the board. If you add too much, you stall yourself out. We'll add a key. Hopefully that will get paired up with the lockbox fairly quickly. We can add a crab. The reason I'm doing that, I'm not just adding it for nothing. there is a rare creature called the pirate who will go ahead and destroy all coins, any kind of item like that, coins, alcohol, safes, and crabs, and he gives +1 for each one that he does like that. So it's kind of a better like geologist or diver or something like that, because they do a lot with it. But it's definitely something we could shoot for with a coin run, because the coins will constantly be there, and we could theoretically get quite a bit from that. So we'll skip here. We don't really need anything there. We already have a safe on the board. I don't really want to add more safes unless we have a guarantee to get them opened. That hurts my soul to skip so many times in a row. And I'm afraid that we're not going to hit it, so we're going to hopefully get this, because there's not anything coming up that we really need. Do we have a cultist? We did not. We did not take the cultist. I will take a lockbox just because we need symbols on the board to generate income. We're not getting very lucky here with this. We'll skip this because we don't really need anything else. And very much hoping that we get something good. 225, and we have 46 ahead. Pirate. This is the one. This is the guy I was just talking about here. The pirate. Very rare. Gives 2 coins. Destroys adjacent. All of these symbols. Apparently he does not destroy crabs. So I added the crab for nothing. Okay. But everything else I said is true. He does remove coins. And he does give more for it. And we're going to get a lot of value from that. So we will go ahead and shoot for anything that will give us good money. Anything at all. Let me just kind of memorize what he gets. So oranges, any of the safes, coins, beer, and anchors. So we can add beer and anchors and oranges. Everything else is stuff I would have been adding anyways. We do have 1 crab, so it kind of makes sense to get another unless we want to remove it. I think we want to remove it. I think we start paring down now. So we're going to pare down the cherry, the flower, and I think we're going to get rid of nothing else right now. I want to get rid of the crab, but I need more items on the board. He is giving a decent amount right now for each item that he's removing. We'll add an anchor because he can remove the anchor. We need more things to add items. I need a Midas. We'll add an anchor. Hopefully he eats that very quickly. Hopefully we didn't screw this up. I think we screwed it up. Dang it. Okay, we're going to add an item capsule. Hopefully it gives us something that makes these all worth a lot more money. We did not. Okay, we're going to keep going. I still would love to do a coin run. I think I skipped too often and I sacrificed too much. Or seems to be a safe bet early on. We're really struggling today to get a good run through. Burn. Anything, please. Key. We will take a key and hopefully we get a safe, because safes early on are the best. Bounty Hunter. We have not played with thieves and bounty hunters at all. And I might just have to swallow my pride and repeat a run. I think me trying to avoid it constantly is causing more problems than good. We're getting a decent income source here. We can go ahead and do a void creature. Void creatures disappear, but get us decent money. I think we skip. We go ahead and play through. We can go ahead and take another cat. And if we get another mega run, that could be fun no matter what. So I'm not saying it's not possible. I just don't think it's always fun to do the exact same strategy. Try to vary it up, you know? Try new things. We'll try spades. We haven't really done spades. Lockbox is always good. Lockbox is amazing. We will always take it. Or lockpick, I think is what it's called, actually. We will take a coal. So we're at the stage where we're a little bit more forgiving. We'll take another ore. Hopefully we get something to break those open. We can add a bubble since we don't have anything to remove at this point. Maybe we can get away with a light bulb. Light bulbs will buff some of the things that we have on the board. We will add a thief. Thief for the first time is out on the board. They do go up very quickly. Very, very quickly. Because they increase by 4 every turn. Which is good. That's really good, actually. Hooligan we'll add. We'll go ahead and we'll do green pepper, because I think we've got starting to get there. 8 on our thief. As long as he gets eaten relatively soon, yeah, we'll start getting a decent amount of money from him. 50 on that. Bubble as well. We'll go for the bubble. We'll go ahead and go for a rabbit. Why not? We haven't really played with the rabbits much. They are worth quite a bit of coin. I don't know why we haven't really pursued them, but it just hasn't really worked out for what we've been playing with. Gonna go ahead and go with another ore. 20 on that. 167. We're ahead by 17. Okay, we were gonna go ahead and if there are at least 3 blanks, destroy itself afterwards. Gives 20. If none of the symbols are blank, destroy itself afterwards. This is more of a sure thing. Ooh, okay. If there are at least 3 cats, when destroyed, you are 2.5 times more likely to find uncommon, rare, and very rare symbols. Destroy itself if there are at least 3 coins. When destroyed, coins give 2 more this game. We're going to do the coin essence because, again, we're shooting for a coin run eventually. If that's not now, that's fine, but I would love to see it. We do not have any of those. So we can go ahead and take a small symbol bomb. Maybe we'll get some more coins. We can skip because these are extras. We'll take a bar of soap. That is always worthwhile. The doubling capsule going off on that is really good. 54 to start. We do have some ore on the board, so we need a miner. We'll take the miner, go ahead and hope that he breaks open some really high value stuff. We have a bounty hunter. We don't need another, but we really need another thief. This is a question I have. For anybody who knows this game better than me, what is the reasoning that it goes through? What does the game do to determine what symbols it shows you? Because I feel like sometimes, like, we'll get this dude here who could be great, but we never get his other half. We never get the thing that makes him good. We just get him. Or we just get the thief and we never get him. So, like, what does the game do to decide what it gives us? Or is it purely luck of the draw? If it's luck of the draw, then there's no strategy. But, like, is there a strategy to making it kind of work for you? I'm curious on that. And people who might be smarter than me, or definitely are. Gonna go ahead and take Pizza the Cat because there's nothing else to do about it. 33 on that spin. We just need a lot of symbols. We need symbols, and we need symbols that give a lot of money soon. Reroll. Take a dog, because dogs will always be good as long as we have a lot of face cards. Diamond coming out is really helpful right now. We will take... We don't have a goldfish. We don't have a goldfish. We don't have really anything that will benefit from any of these. I hate that. Okay. This might be just a day full of ruined runs that do nothing, because I am not feeling the synergies coming out here. Y'all, this might be just a bad day for us. Which happens. It's to be expected with roguelites, as you don't beat it every time the first try. That's actually very uncommon, and something I've been surprised to see on the channel so often. And again, we fell short by quite a bit. I'm curious, we made it to rent payment 5. This one did get harder. Everything on here got harder. We're working with 3 more duds. All these rent payments are getting more. I know we lost on 8 and 10, so those are worth a lot more because they're 25 more. That is where we're going to end it today. I know we ended on a loss 3 times in a row, so not the best that we've had, but hopefully that shows you that this game does have some variety to it. It's not just winning every single time. If you enjoyed the video, please let me know down below. Give it a like, subscribe, drop a comment. Let me know the silliest moment that we've had so far. Other than that, remember that overthinking is the meta, and I will see you next time.